Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show coming at you from the great state of Florida. One hell of a drug. And I do want to welcome you to the channel wherever you are tuning in from around the world. Thank you so much for watching. Today we're going to ask the question because I'm getting asked it a lot. We're going up really fast. How are we going up too fast? Do we need to slow down? Is there a correction incoming? We're going to look at the charts. We're going to look at some of the news articles and indicators there today. But of course, before we do all that, hold on. Smash that like button. You knew that was what I was going to say. For those of you who've watched the channel a lot, you knew it was coming. This does help get this channel out to more people and does help to support the channel. Do really appreciate all the questions and the kind words that people do leave in the comments section below. I do look to get back to the questions as soon as I am able to. And of course, there's the cheat sheet below in the description. I've added two new sections. If you watched the stock show yesterday, I added a new section to the cheat sheet. I'm going to show you right here, right now. We have the day trades. There are the trades, the day trades. These are the ones that I've added so far. I may add more of those today. And also I have the stocks swing trades that I have also added there as well. So you can see that was from yesterday. Okay, so also today I wanted to let you know in the Discord, I actually at about 2 a.m. my time woke up and was awake, and I shared about a new altcoin that could be the next banana gun. It might be like getting banana gun at 4 cents. And so that's its current price at the moment. And of course, we know banana gun is about $60. And I'm going to be sharing that in the altcoin show coming up at about 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time today. So if you're in the Discord, please check out my Crowned Traders section in the Discord, Tribal Trades, and there I have put the information on what the coin is and how to buy it. So check that out. And of course, if you're not in the Discord, what are you waiting for? Down below, there is a link in the description. There are a couple of ways to get signed up, a couple of plans to choose from to get signed up for the Discord, the most amazing Discord on the planet. I am in there daily. And of course, I shared that trade early in the morning for those in the Discord, and we'll be sharing that on my altcoin because it's altcoin. So I'm going to be sharing it on the altcoin show. I'm going to save that altcoin alpha for the altcoin show coming up at about 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then just before we jump into the news and into the charts, I did want to let you know out there that I am opening up again. This is the third wave for my one-to-one trainings, okay? And if you're interested in the one-to-one trainings, all you need to do, there is a email address below in the description. This is the only way. Make sure that you stay safe from any scammers out there or bad actors out there. If you email me on that email address, I will reply to you from that email address with the details. All you have to say is that I'm interested in the one-to-one trainings. Certainly, everybody who emails, I will get back to, and I will schedule you in for a one-to-one training with me. We do this via video, and we do share screens, and we go through that training. I've had several people reach out to me saying, hey, are you still doing that? And so I thought this was a good time to be able to put that out there for you. Certainly, the quicker that you email, I'm going to do it in order. So whoever gets to me first is going to have priority for getting those trainings. Okay, so with that, we are going to jump into some news, and the news is there a correction coming? The total market cap has reached the March 14th resistance. Expect a correction finally. It doesn't mean this is a hard resistance. I expect to blow past it soon. And so the total market cap at 2.72, the total market cap actually is at 2.73. So we've either blown past it already and going to come back for a retest, or we're going to continue to push on there. So that's something that we should keep an eye on. The total crypto market cap, if it's not in your trading view, you can add it there and keep an eye on that. But certainly if there's a correction there where it comes up to it and pulls back, certainly we could have a little bit of a correction. But, there are others that say just keep going. Keep swimming. Bitcoin up to 100K. We are on the way. When this was taken, it was at 79. Now we're at 81,000. So we are just crushing on. And the titan of crypto has us in a bull pennant going all the way up to $158,000. And certainly if we keep going up, this could be the shortest bull run of all time. So just keep an eye on that one. But if we look at the Bitcoin charts here, we are absolutely crushing. Our next area of for Bitcoin is the next Fibonacci is at 83,000, around 83,100. Certainly, if we came back for any kind of a pullback, 79,000 is going to be the first stop there. That 79,000 level there is going to be our first stop. Certainly, if we zoom out there, we can see those Fibonacci's. 79,800, we got 83,100. And then certainly from there, we still do have that fair value gap. That fair value gap has not been filled yet, and that's between 74,400 and about 70,400 there as well. So certainly we could see that fair value gap filled. It doesn't have to be completely filled, and there is a Fibonacci at about 73,584. So we'll certainly put a line there and keep an eye on that level there. That's 73,000. There's a Fibonacci there as well. So that we could come back and test that area there for sure. And certainly any lower than that, you're 68,000. But we're a long ways away from that. And, as I've said in the past, the election week low tended to be the entire low that we never ever revisited again for Bitcoin's history. Is history going to repeat? That will be very, very interesting. If we look at our liquidation heat map there, we're going to just go down to all the different levels there, and you can see there is now seems to be, the brighter the yellow, the bigger the liquidity. So there's a lot of liquidity there at 80,000 and at 79,000 there. Even as we get a little bit lower into the 78,000 area, there is liquidity. To the upside, there is some liquidity at 82,600, 82,800 level there. We continue to look at, we definitely see there on the 24-hour time frame, we have that same 80,000 and 79,000, not as much liquidity to the upside. And then, of course, as we come down a little bit further here, again, the 48-hour time frame, we've still got that liquidity, 80 and 79. And then you come down here, there's quite a bit, 50 million down there at 76,000 there, and at 75, another 40 million. Certainly, you just keep going through the time frames and just see your areas of confluence there. Again, the most heaviest concentrated liquidity is down below price there, even down to 75. There is a fair bit of down to 75 again. So those same levels, and you can go on the weekly. I usually don't go below that, but you can see down there at 75,000, 74,000 into the fair value gap, 73,428. And so you can see we've got some areas of confluence there. So if there was a correction, we could certainly come down and sweep all of that and maybe find a place, 73,400 could be a place that we come down to. However, if we just keep going, there's just more levels to the upside there. The 1618 Fibonacci is at 87,898. And then we've got the two up there at 96,812. We might as well mark that level the way that we've been going. Certainly, we could end up tagging that level there as we 96,000 around that level. And then, of course, we come up to that 103,000, which had been my original top for Bitcoin. But I did do a video just last week where I extended that and said, with some changes in the market dynamic, particularly a pro-Bitcoin friendly administration, a pro crypto friendly administration, I was looking for a much higher move to the upside, looking at those higher levels here, that we could come and see right up here, up around this 157,000 up to maybe 170,000 there. But certainly, let's just deal with the levels that we've got right now here, and there's certainly a lot of them. And of course, a correction will come. We don't have, if we look back on the daily there, we don't have any bearish divergence anymore on the daily. We are getting quite oversold on the daily, but it can stay oversold for quite some time as well. I would be looking here on the RSI if we see stochastic RSI, if we see this blue cross down below this red, we could come back and see a little of a correction, just like you did see here as we saw the blue cross below the red on the stochastic RSI, and you did see a little bit of a correction from 72 down to that 67,000 area there. And then when you see the blue cross back over the stochastic RSI, particularly when it happens in the shaded zone, then that's definitely where we could see a little bit of a move back. So just keep an eye on the stochastic RSI there. That can sometimes be a bit of a leader. If we look on the weekly time frame, this can happen as well. I generally will not look at that unless we see it come down and we cross over within that shaded period there for Bitcoin. All right, well, that's it for today. And of course, we've got the altcoin show coming up in a couple of hours at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got the new sections on the cheat sheet that you have been asking for. And certainly, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. And until then, happy trading.